Hello everybody, this is Shadow Incarnate 6, and I am playing one of my first games as Vladimir, the Crimson Reaper. He's actually, I used to not really like his design because I'm like, what? Why would a spellcaster have to get that close to do his damage? I mean, it's like, it seemed kind of silly to me. I didn't really get the idea of, well, you can play him kind of a bit more ranged, just not... How do I explain this? You can actually get really beefy by late game, and so getting a little closer doesn't seem to hurt you. Vlad's early game is one of the weakest, is pretty weak. I mean, it's not like the weakest in the game. I mean, Swain, out of the early games that I have with characters that I play, I think Swains, Cho'Gaths, and maybe Vaynes are like the weakest that I have in terms of early game. But Vlad's is kind of weak, so you don't want to get overly aggressive if they have any kind of range on you. Like Urgot, you don't really want to fight an Urgot at level 3 or level 5 or something. You usually want to wait until like level 6 and higher, because at that point your Q is going to be hitting like 15 trucks, and it's going to be like off cooldown every like 3 seconds. So that's usually when I'd start to like really get overly aggressive with Vlad. Other than that, though, you want to basically stick to farming and surviving trade-offs with your opponent. Because with Vlad, that's pretty easy, because your Q is Transfusion, and it deals 100 damage at level 1, which is really ridiculous on its own. Sanguine Pool, I mean, if you can pretty much survive any gank that people put on you. Gameplay style, I think his gameplay in terms of what you do during the early laning phase is very similar to Karthus's early laning phase. You don't want to get too aggressive. You want to pretty much focus on farming for the longest time, especially against Ahri. I mean, I don't know what their team was thinking. I guess Mordekaiser, because Mordekaiser's on the other team. I guess Mordekaiser didn't really want to fight me, but he didn't realize that I can actually like not win against Mordekaiser, because he does the exact same thing I do, and he can survive my transfusions. So, and Mord can actually keep doing quite a bit of harassment back to Vlad, and does percentage of health damage, which really hurts Vlad in and out of itself. The only thing that Mord doesn't have that kind of makes him a little weaker against Vlad is a hard escape mechanism, and what's it called? A hard escape mechanism and a gap closer. Those are the two things that hurt Vlad a lot. I mean, I guess Ahri was an okay choice if she could actually land her stuff, because you'll see that she couldn't really land any of her stuff. Hang on, let me kind of fast forward through this. There's a lot of farming and not much else. Yeah, I mean, like, she can escape, like, level 6 and stuff with her ult, but she has to choose between closing the gap or actually escaping. So her escape mechanism is kind of also her method of killing Vlad, so it's not really something I'd agree with. In this game, for some reason, we had a jungle Renekton, which I don't really think is that stellar, but, I mean, what do I know, I guess. Right here, look, she's not doing any damage. Whenever she, like, harasses me, I just go, okay, well, I'll just heal off of minions, whatever. So, like I said, this is actually one of my first games, so if I blunder, you'll see that I blunder up a lot of ultimates on Vlad's part, so... really, I mean, this is just kind of damage trading. She can survive a lot of it, just like I can, but if she doesn't get the early advantage, then she can get really hurt for the rest of the game by that kind of development. Some things that shut down Vlad, actually, because you're thinking, oh man, you're talking like Vlad has like pretty much no counters. No, that's not the case. Vlad does have counters. He has, as I said, a gap closer, high burst damage hurts him, health percentage damage really hurts him, because it's like no matter how much health he just gets bursted down and there's nothing he can do. And last but not least, health in and out of itself. When you build health against him, unless he gets a lot of magic penetration, he can't do anything against you other than his ult, and that will mean that he won't really get many kills. He'll just he's just gonna be using his ult as a utility mechanism. So, and right here I'm just poking at Ahri. She's at half health. I'm still at full. She hasn't done anything to me, so she can't land her stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, that's fine, whatever. And right here, look, like, I know Twitch isn't around in my lane. I kept asking Scone Thief at bottom lane because he's Alistar down there. Luckily, I think, yeah, he ults Mord, so. Yeah, you'll see right here, Scone Thief is actually Alistar, so. That's. And right here, she can't land any of her stuff, and even if she could, I can just heal all of her bursts, so. Ahri is only really good at level 6 in my opinion, and even then, it's like, she's kind of iffy in terms of burst. She can do true damage, and that kind of sets her up, but she needs items in order to take full advantage of her true damage. So, and she was able to hurt me there, but I'm just like, okay, well, I'll just heal quite a bit of that. So, he's right now, Vlad right now where he is really, really strong. I actually get my items real quick because I can farm so well with Vlad. I don't remember exactly what I do here. I do farm and stuff, and replay bug is great, but yeah, I just keep poking at her, and I've got my she had her revolver as well, and she has the same items I do, but I also have 4 potions just in case she bursts me, like for more than I expect. That's usually what I like to do. I mean, quite a bit of the game if I really feel like I need a lot of health, or if I need a lot of healing along with my Q, because your Q is fine for healing. It's just that it does have a cooldown, and potions don't have cooldowns, so. And right here, I just go ahead and kill her ward because I'm stupid and I like messing with people. So. Right here, I mean, I'm not. Oh, now I'm worried about Twitch, so I go ahead and do that, and Twitch wasn't able to gank me because you saw it. I had a purple ward because Twitch was in this game, so I was like, okay, yeah, I don't want Twitch to get the drop on me and annihilate me. So this game, he's just not very effective. Plus, since Karthus knew that Twitch was up here, it was a lot easier for him to actually be more aggressive. Plus, we got bottom turret, so. On our team, I was glad about about the fact that we were pretty good about getting vision wards. Right here, oh man, I don't really go through the wall, but yeah, if you'd seen that, it was just like I almost died there. It was really close, and I didn't see Ahri, so I didn't port back next to my tower. That's something you'd really have to avoid if you get ganked like that. And if you see that somebody's disappeared, is if Ahri wanted to dive me, she could have gone through this bush right here and just used a Q, and then I would have been dead. So there's nothing worse than escaping a gank only to get ganked once more after you get dove like that. So and by the way, I personally feel like there's no real point to playing Vlad without Bloodlord Vladimir, and that's exactly the skin I got later. I might post another Vladimir commentary after this, like, I mean after my Cho'Gath one, because I really liked this, the next one I had, plus I'm a show off and I want to show you that I had Bloodlord Vladimir. It's kind of annoying how purple wards don't reveal stealth champions on the map. Like, if you know what I mean, it'll reveal Twitch as he comes through the river, but it won't reveal him on his icon on the map. So that's something that kind of irritates me, is when that happens, and there's not a whole lot you can do about that. Right here, I was actually thinking about pushing, but then I saw Mord come through that ward right here, so I was just like, I don't want to push too far out. I didn't know if he had a Rylai yet. No, he actually wasn't very farmed. I was surprised. Mord has been in a lot of games lately. I'm not sure why. I mean, he's okay, but I feel like you could utilize your characters a lot better if you. I mean, you could utilize better characters than Mordekaiser, really. I mean, for the most part, all he is an anti-AD carry, and there are plenty more where he came from. So, unless you have absolutely no way of dealing with an AD carry, I feel like Mord is best saved for, like, I don't know, I really don't know where you put him, actually. I mean, you can put him mid or top, but anyway. Yeah, I mean, this is just me not knowing what the hell I'm saying at this point. She got blue, blah blah blah. I'm not worried, I can just keep spamming my Q. She bursted me a little bit, but I like how much health I'm gaining from that. And I'm dead, but then... Oh wait, no, that glitched. Didn't mean for that to glitch. Basically what happened was I was ganked by Twitch, so I tried to escape through here and get killed by the turret. But then Mordekaiser flashed through the wall and used his W on me, and that was funny. I was like, ah, fuck that Mord flash, because I didn't like that, and it was kind of annoying. Yeah, and I guess they stayed too long, so they all got slaughtered. And then we go ahead and kill Mord, last but not least. And, yeah, it was a pretty good team fight. I mean, we got all, pretty much, I think we got all of them, I don't quite remember. I think we actually forgot about Twitch because he wasn't doing anything or something. Oh no, he was just right there, okay. He was actually trying to get Renekton, and he did, so I guess that was mildly a failure. Slow-mo Vladimir. But anyway, yeah, I do so much damage to Ahri now. I could actually fight her if she wanted to fight me 1v1, and she knows that, so she's not sticking around. I actually was going to get my Woda pretty early, but then I decided that I needed more burst. So I decided, yeah, personally, the amount of health that Transfusion gets, that's something that people don't understand with Swain and with Vlad. While Woda does help them, getting it too early isn't exactly the smartest thing in the world to do unless, like, your AP carry is extremely fed. And yeah, right here, what I should have done. With Vlad, for some reason, I don't feel the need to ever get teleport, because I feel like getting ignite on for my ultimate, because it does amplify the damage for my ignite. So yeah, they stay too long, so I'm like, well, you guys are dead. That was a bad idea. That was a bad place to stay for them. They should have just... And right here, I'm just trying to push as hard as I can now, because I know that... and right here, yeah, I push really hard, because at this point, I mean, I could auto-attack the tower, but then Ahri would come back, and actually, I think Twitch was back too, so I was like, yeah, I'm not staying around that long. So. With Vlad, I found that, unlike, you know, like, Veigar or, like, Karthus or something, you don't really need to balance out kills and creep farm, really, with Vlad. I mean, it certainly helps to get kills with Vlad, but if you farm a lot and you consistently push, then getting your gold advantage over, like, everyone else's, really, well, not everybody's, but look, Ahri has, like, 20 less gold than me. She has 4 assists, but I have just about as much gold when she... And I'm like, whatever, yeah, guys, I could fight her, so I'm not really that worried about. I wanted to get... I should have seen the team fight going. I didn't want a team fight at that point, though. So I was like, yeah, that's fine then. Whatever. And, I actually wanted to kill this freaking Caitlyn, but I think she flashed. Yeah, she flashed, so... What I should have done was I should have gone through this inlet right here, circled around as she went through the bush, but then she probably would have just gone through here and then died to one of our turrets or something, and wasted my time. So maybe not. As I said, I'm just kind of getting used to Vlad in this game, so if I upload another one, I may, you know, like, upload the other one where I actually have Bloodlord Vladimir, and the one where I actually know what the hell I'm doing, because... And this, right here, this team fight, I use the bush to my advantage. Unfortunately, Twitch gets a double kill, but then they fight and then right here, look, I run away from Mord, but I didn't, because I don't really want to fight him yet, because he does like 300 damage, he does like 400 damage with his W. which is kind of a lot. So I go ahead and I just kind of farm wolves and then B, because like I'm a boss and I want my Rylais, so I do, and I got that, and I go ahead and get a purple ward for Twitch, and because I'm kind of annoyed by Twitch because he does a lot of damage. Like, Twitch isn't bad, it's just that if he positions himself wrong, which people in solo queue seem to love to do, he gets melted pretty fast. And right here, look at this. I see you, Twitch. I see you there, Twitch. Yeah, come here. Come here. I see you. So, I go ahead and I have no idea why he did that, but he died for it, so whatever. Yeah, see, it's that kind of thing. Twitch isn't bad, it's just that people use him really badly. And it's pretty funny, in my opinion. We go ahead and get Baron because they have no smite, so they can't smite steal our Baron. And if Renekton isn't stupid about his smiting... And then right here, if you guys didn't notice, Karthus is actually AFK, and I have no idea why he was AFK. And it really pissed me off. This is like this is a really frustrating game for me. So, I was like, why did that even happen? Like, why did Karthus decide to do that? Like, to AFK? We weren't even behind, but he decided to do that anyway. Right then would have been an amazing time to ult, but I wanted to wait till more of them were bunched up, but I never seemed to want to actually... And I think more definitely dies here. Don't remember how the rest of the team fight went, though. I think, actually, Graves died as he left. Or he was just really low. Renekton definitely died, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fight him 3v1, guys. That'll be smart. And, if I had just kept running, I would have probably not. And right there, I kill them both, because my friend is a trooper, and he loves to help me. Yeah, that's a double kill that shouldn't have happened. The ult on me, I guess, from Caitlyn bugged, so she didn't get the kill on me. So I go ahead and go all balls out and go needlessly large rod, and I'm just gonna keep on trying to figure out how the hell to team fight with Vlad, because that seems to be one of the things I still struggle with Vlad, is team fighting with him. And we could have killed Lulu, but then Mord showed up, so we were like, nah, never mind, you know what, let's not do that. Because at this point, really, the only two people I'm afraid of are Twitch and Mordekaiser, because they do a lot of damage to me. Ahri I'm not worried about, because I can kill her. And Caitlyn I'm not worried about, because I can kill her so many times. Same with Lulu. Yeah, but other than that, I mean... Karthus is AFK, and it kind of pissed me off, because the next team fight we get in, we lose because Karthus was AFK. I don't know why we decided to team fight with Karthus AFK, but Renekton doesn't seem to be the brightest bulb in the whole village. I don't know what you'd call it, but... whatever. Yeah, I just kind of rage a bit at him, which is never really smart to do, but... At the time, it was kind of angering me, and there wasn't really any merit to why Karthus was AFK. Like, there was no reason for him to be AFK. We were really, really far ahead, and then he decided, hey, let's go ahead and sit at the base and let us lose the next team fight. So I'm like... And then our tri-Q was really stupid and said, oh, yeah, it's a strategy. And it's like, yeah, he's been gone for 5 minutes. People are going to know he's gone. So why is he AFK? I ask again. So, yeah, this game was really frustrating. Scone can actually tell you that it was frustrating for him too, because we couldn't get our teammates to do anything, which is always really irritating. That's one of the reasons why, one of the prime reasons why solo queue is so aggravating. Right here, I didn't know Twitch was around. I also didn't know that they'd burst me so much, so then I died. I was stupid in that situation. And unfortunately, I kind of... Yeah. We kind of give them a Baron, which is kind of stupid. That was a stupid move on my part. We basically just kind of... gave them Baron for no reason. But if people said that it wasn't because of Karthus, they'd be kind of fooling themselves. So, in retrospect, this wasn't exactly the safest place to wander through, but I didn't care. I wanted the farm. And he's back, and I'm like, thank God. If he had AFK'd for longer and we lost the game because of it, I would have been so angry. That's one of the main things that angers me the most when I'm playing solo queue. And right here, no, we got, Scone got baited, but it doesn't matter. He's the tank. He's fine. I mean, it's fine. And right here, look. Oh no, 472. That took a bit of my health out, but he did it to like one person, so. And right here, we go ahead and I ignite. I mean, I go ahead and kill Ahri because I can. He aces them and stuff, and it's like, okay, yeah, we ended up winning the team fight somehow, but even though it was a huge cluster fuck of like nothing. And Renekton, hey, you know what? We have a minion wave pushing. Let's farm wraiths. That's a smart idea. So I was like really angry at the fact that Renekton didn't do anything that had any sort of common sense backed by it. And people are like, oh yeah, Renekton's good. And it's like, no, he's not. It's just like he keeps being beefy and people keep focusing him. So I was a little angry, not gonna lie. It was just kind of upsetting because nobody knew how to coordinate team fights with Scone and I, and they just were pretty much just kind of doing whatever they wanted. Really angered me. That's one of the main things that also kind of counters Vlad indirectly, is when people just don't know how to do anything with Vlad. If you can't follow up any damage off of Vlad's ultimate, then the entire team fight is essentially lost. Like, the entire team fight's basically lost if you can't manage to get, what's it called? I wanted to go in there and actually do damage, but I also didn't want to get melted by Ahri, so... and by Mordekaiser, because they would have all turned on me. Caitlyn actually didn't do much damage to me. I mean, she did if I let her, but I hardly ever did, if ever. Yeah, I don't remember what Mord got here. Yeah, he's got a lot of defense and stuff. He's got a lot of tankiness. I don't quite have the tankiness I need. I mean, I do against Caitlyn, but what I do want to do is I want to get, and I don't know why we initiated onto Lulu. We did. I don't think we even killed her here, but that was a bad initiation on our part. But somehow, I think somehow we win this team fight. I don't quite remember. And I pooled way too early, so. Right here, I die, but it's like, and I don't know how. Yeah, look, we lose the team fight because I think, how much health did Graves have? Graves had like no health. Graves went into the middle life like everybody, and it's like, that was really. Oh yeah, you lagged in the team fight. That's why you were able to coherently kill two people, Renekton. Makes perfect sense. It's like, yeah, I lagged during the team fight. Yeah, that means when you lag, you have complete control over people. But if you lose the team fight, then it's automatically because of lag. So, fuck logic, I guess. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I apologize for being angry during this review. It was a really frustrating game. When you get tri-Qs that just pick their noses during team fights, it's really hard to not get angry, because... And right here, we thought they were doing Baron, but I guess not, so... I think that was... I don't remember who it was that warded, but... Renekton tried to initiate, but... And right here, look, I used my pool way too early. It almost killed me, but then I remembered, hey wait, oh my god, I have Zhonya's Hourglass. And I was too low to go back in, but that was mostly because I didn't know how the hell to use Vlad's pool. So, and actually they surrendered just after this team fight, so that's GG. Guys, tell me what you think about these reviews. I mean, I don't see a whole lot of comments in my, other than on my Jax video, so I don't know exactly what to think about what I'm doing with this series. So, this game was my first game as Vlad, and I think it went okay. I mean, it wasn't terrible, so just tell me how you respond to these commentaries, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.